So, I was just writing, but I realized I have to say this through words because it's so hard to articulate through writing. So, I'm just going to say I freeze up on camera. So, as I. Hold on. So, I was writing that. Okay, that's what it was. So, I was saying that there is more to this world than you realize because I feel like we only ever really know 20% of like we only know what is in our world. We only know what we see. We only know like from the perspective that we are watching from. Like for example, to me, when I first bought a ukulele, I only ever like I only thought like it's just like learning to play. But then the more I played, I realized, whoa, you can really put yourself within it. And then I realized, whoa, music can really channel a different side of you. And then now my whole perception of music is like, whoa, you can really change your mood. You can really flow it. It's like a flow state. There's no words. There's just expression. And so my whole perspective of music is vastly different to what it was 2 years ago. And how would have I known that existed 2 years ago? So I'm saying like the way we all perceive ourselves is from our own lens, and we're so unaware of what else is out there. We're so unaware of what's outside our lens, and like it's like let's diagram this shit. So if we look at life from the perspective of a pie chart, there is 100 billion potentials of potentiality in this existence. So let's draw a circle. So look, this is the circle, and then if you divide that into like segments, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna, 8, 9. So say there's 9, 10. That makes more logical sense. So if there's 10 segments in this diagram, what if our perception of existence was that speck? A fucking speck. Like, what if the way we perceive the world is just so minute and there's more? What if there's so much more, and that speck is just our conditioning? That speck is just what we've learned from when we were like 2 years old. They're like, what if we actually? That's why people, I feel, get addicted to drugs, because you see, maybe you see 3%, and then in drugs, using drugs, you see 40% or 10%, and like you're so like, whoa, like, and so people maybe keep taking drugs because they're like, whoa, 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 like there's so much more, and they're so excited, and like it's like about how do we expand this speck without drugs? How do we expand it naturally, like this speck to the whole thing? How do we do that? I don't think we're taught. We're not given a toolbox to ever know that. So I'm going on a tangent. I don't really I had no plan on what I was saying, but I guess this is going somewhere. Who knows? But yeah. So it's like, yeah, I say to myself every day, I'm so ignorant. I'm ignorant. And sometimes I say to myself, like, I'm doing the best I can. I actually, I can't help that this is the way I'm acting right now. This is all I know what to do. Maybe there's another way, but this is all how I know how to act in this moment in time. Because, I'm only seeing things from one perspective, and if I was provided another perspective of seeing a situation entirely different, maybe I'd act a certain way, but I don't have that perspective right now. All I have is this. But the more I'm accepting every state I'm being in, the more I find my states changing, and like the way I see the world today has changed since yesterday, and has changed since the day before, and it has changed since, like, I don't know, I find myself going in more of a flow rather than like the same. I don't have the same mindset every day. So that makes life funner because, yeah. So, how do we expand this? Question of the day, if anyone has answers. Or, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah. I think that's it. I'm about to go to the Grumpy Baker to eat some breakfast, I think, if I want to spend money, because it's pretty expensive, and yeah, I'm trying to save money. So, yeah, I'm going to draw something else. Maybe a ribbon? Maybe, I liked triangles. I don't like them anymore as much. Like, I still like them, but they're not my absolute favorite. I used to draw them all the time, like cool triangles. But now, I think for some reason, bows. There's something like pretty about a bow. Yeah, okay. Goodbye, guys. Oh, shit, my bow. Here, no. Yeah, bye.